Hi everyone, welcome again to this space created for you by Assure for Life, what we all deserve. We are here today because now we're going to talk about a topic of referring the mourning or even the grieving process. As we already told you, we have one conference about quality of life and one conference about the grieving process. Today we're going to talk about starting anew, navigating life's journey after loss. When we talk the life after the loss, also we need to talk about how we're going to live again without the departed loved one, and also accepting all the feelings that we have to experience during this process: sadness, pain, guilty, and the other feelings that we already told you about that. For that reason, today we like to talk as the finish of a cycle and also the finish of the phases of the grieving process. We finish these phases of the grieving process with this topic because one of the goal of a healthy grieving process will be that we accept the new life how it is, without changing, without regrets, without guilty, and without that empty feeling of without the empty feeling, and also that is connected with the departed loved one memories. For the reason we need to recognize that we always going to have some feelings connected with the departed loved one, but also we need to accept the new life with all the challenges, with all the gifts, and also that we have to accept with all the things that will be grateful and also makes you feel that you are connected with life and with all the experiences new that you will live with all the happiness and with all the love. For that reason, we introduce the topic that is a new beginning implies some farewells. When we talk about farewell, it's not to say goodbye to the memories or goodbye to the departed loved one in a completely way. When we say a farewell, is the previous life that we share together as a family, as a marriage person, or even as a friendship that we have. Is say goodbye to that life and accept a new life, also with all the challenges. But the beginning of the process becomes with some obstacles that we need to accept, that we need to see, and also that we need to be so attendance to the situation and also be so active to understand and also look for the situation, what or even which is the obstacles that we have during this process of starting anew after the loss. Some obstacles or will be the failure to talk about the subject or your grief. When we stop or even when we avoid to talk about the pain or talk about that subject, that topic in specific, that is the death or that is the pain of the loss, we need to ask to ourselves some questions connected with that farewell or even connected with the person. How many times you thought that it's better don't talk or not talk about your emotions or pain because that will affect the others, because you still having the feeling, because you still feeling all the sadness or the empty feeling with the memory or with connected with that person. It's start to ask yourself if you are in this phase, if you are in this stage. That will also help you to accept or even recognize some obstacles. Connected with that first point will be other questions, that is, have you ever felt isolated or alone when you're trying to express yourself about the loss. Sometimes we fail, and also it constantly comes that kind of comments to the counseling sessions or to therapy, that you feel alone with your pain, you feel alone with your sadness, because there are people that they don't understand what you're feeling, they don't connect with your experience, and even it's different for every person. But sometimes you stop, or even you avoid to talk about that specific topic with some people, because the people will makes you feel alone with that feeling. That will be one of the other stack obstacles as an example. The other is loyalty to the departed loved one. And try to ask yourself with this question if you are having this situation. How many times have you felt guilty for feeling relief or reassured for that gone, for the people gone? And sometimes comes the guilty feeling to therapy, and also people start to say, I feel bad, I feel a bad person because I feel real life, I feel good with that loss. And I think that is something that makes me feel bad as a person and as a partner or even as a child, because the process of the loss also complies, or is also implies that the other person sometimes suffer the process, and we are connected with that suffer at some point, and we start to feel that real life feeling when they have gone. And it's not a bad feeling, it's not something that you feel bad, but sometimes when you still feeling guilty for have that kind of feelings, is the way that you stop to feel real lives, or even to feel that you can connect with the new life. Start to ask to yourself, or even question to yourself, if you have that loyalty for the departed loved one. Other questions that we have for you, to recognize if you have this, or even you are in this stage with in, you have in front of your life, in even to yourself, these obstacles will be: how many times you refuse to share the people the love, or to share some enjoy moments, or share some time with people that you love, because you need to still having that sadness feeling connected with your life. And also you avoid to have all the experiences with the loved ones that you have alive next to you. And also you think that you is it's not good to have the happiness in your life, because you have to still connected with the person as a loyalty, connected with that sadness feeling, and you start to believe that is good, that is natural, that is normal. And sometimes you have to question to yourself if your departed loved one will be agree with that kind of decisions. One of the other questions will be connected with the loyalty to our departed loved ones, will be that how many times you have thought that the other person doesn't care of the departed loved one, or even doesn't love the departed loved one, because it doesn't express it, it doesn't cry, or even don't have that time, or spend that time feeling sad, or feeling guilty, or feeling so overwhelming for all the situation as you are feeling. Because sometimes we start to use the others process, or the other grieving process, because it's not having the same feelings that I am feeling, and that is not true. The other person can start having this same intense feeling that you're having, but expressing in other way, expressing in their own room, or even expressing in other places that you can see or recognize, or even you don't know. It's important to see, or even start to see all the situation, and ask to your loved ones if maybe they are feeling the same, or even they are having the same situation but they are expressing in a different way. Have loyalty not always is stay just in the sadness. Having loyalty will be also accept the life and accept the joy of the life. For that reason, it's important to recognize when you are connected of the loyalty, and if you would like to stay in the loyalty with the departed loved one, just connected with that kind of feelings. And the last obstacle will be memories avoidance. Try to question to yourself these kind of questions, like how many times have you avoided remembering certain moments that's not feeling more pain? And sometimes you avoid to see picture, you avoid to see the room where they live, or you avoid to listen some music that the departed loved one likes to listen, or even that kind of things that will connect to you with the departed loved ones, and you avoid to listen, to see, you avoid to talk. And that kind of avoidance, the only things that make for you will be that when the memory comes, you start to have that intense feeling that you can connect, that you can stop, or even that you can in being in charge of that kind of feelings. Having all these clearly situations, and also with the examples and the questions of what kind of obstacles you will have during or even before starting anew, we would like to introduce you um, to the next topic with this quote: "Dealing with thoughts and fantasy that don't coincident with actual reality is exhausting work for our mind and also for our body." So if you would like to work more than you can have, or that you can stay in the same situation, stay just rejecting all what you are living or what is happening in your reality. But if you would like to keep the balance between your mind and also your body, you need to go through the pain, talk about that, and also see what is happening in your reality, and also what you can fix, or what you can change, or what you can do right now to complete the grieving process as the best way. And also for the reason we create this kind of conference and also topics. Reforming the laws. Previously, we talked about reforming during the acceptance conference when we talk about that last phase of the grieving process. But now we would like to introduce in the connection of a new start, a new life. How to do it? How to reforming the laws? Reforming refers to grieving a different meaning to the past based on a new understanding the present. If we have the same situation, but we live in a different way every time that we have to experience, that becomes as a new reality. And also your brain can experience it in the same way. For that reason, after the departure of a loved one, we need to see how many times I can give me the chance to reform in a new situation, and also can give me the chance to see how it is life now. For that reason, it's important to reforming the meaning of the loss, the meaning of the death, the meaning of the loyalty, and also the meaning of different things. But for complete all that reforming process, we need to talk about different keys that we bring for that in this conference. We need to also talk about the first key to start to reforming that loss. Will be the first one: healthy talking. Talking about the pain is one of the more healing things that you can do during the grieving process. or even to accept the loss, or even starting a new life. When you start to see that you can have a healthy life without the departed loved one, that is the moment when you finish the grieving process. When you can accept, when you can joy, when you can be happy without the departed loved one, but also loving them, remember them, and also commemorating them with your new life, and also accepting the happiness. So, talking about what is happening and also your pain is the way that you can even complete the process, and also will give you a healing effect. If you don't talk about what you're feeling, it makes you feel like you are stuck in a situation. The same situation will repeat it in different places and different people and in different situations, and you still having the same feeling. Talk about that will give you this healing effect of that you take something over, or even you take something out of yourself, and then you can feel that free sense, that freedom sense, that you don't have that feeling again, or is out of your body. And then you start to feel a little bit more healing, and also a little bit more um, without that heavy in your back, without all that situation that is connected with the past. And then you can start to move to the new life, to the new situations, to the new people, and even to um, other loved one. For that reason, we have all the key connected with this. Finding a new place for the loved one will be also give the chance to other person, if maybe you lost your partner, to feel love again and love again. Not in the same way, maybe in a deep way, maybe with more conscious of the time, and also conscious of the loss or even of the death. And then you start to see that maybe all this feeling that you had connected to the pain, to the loss, or even to the sadness, or sometimes guilt, will give you the chance to accept the other person with all the new feelings that you can have. Remember that when we farewell to our departed loved ones, we still having them in our heart, but we have to give them a specific place that will not be the reality, will not be the real life, will be a place where you can even remember with joy and with love, and with all the grateful that you have for that person, but given that place in your heart, and also keep other place empty for the other person that will come to your life to show you more love, to show you more support that you need, also in this moment or even in different situations. Other key will be commemoration. And as we talk to you in different conference about this situation that is commemoration, we would like to also improve that as a way to go through the grieving process with a healthy way. You can also start to commemorate the person just being happy, or just even giving you the chance to laugh again. Or if you would like to know a little bit more about the commemoration, you can look for the last conference about the grieving, and we talk about the acceptance and also some honoring process that you can give to your departed loved ones. The other key that we have is death is a new life. The death is a new life is the way that you can connect two big words. One is the death and the other is the life. And when you have that connection, the death and the life, you can start to recognize that situation when you start to say, or even you listen to people, that death of my departed loved one changed my life. Then you can start to see how the people create again a new meaning of the life, and then they connect again with their sense of life, with the things that you can even see like something important for you and also for your family, that will be connected again with the life after the loss of a loved one. Remember that the present is a gift, and the gift that you have right now will be also the gift that you can enjoy during the rest of your life. You will also enjoy the life together as a family, or is it as a partners if you lost a child, because you have other chance to live again, and also understand what is happening right now, and also see the other chance that you have for life. Other key will be take care of yourself and your family. um, One of the things that we never have to lose is take care of your body as always you have been doing. It's difficult when you have a deep pain in your heart, because sometimes you don't want to getting out of your bed, and you don't like to eat, you don't want to sleep well. That's difficult, but you can even remember to yourself, I need to eat well, I need to sleep well, I need to have connection with my family, with my loved ones, with my friends, with my partner. And then you can even take care of the others if you are take care of you first. If you are a person that can have this strength to take care of itself, then you can even naturally take care of the others, just with the example, or even just connecting with the other people, and also taking all this strength and telling, hey, we can still having this situation that is difficult for us, but also we can move forward and look for other chances that we have to go through this, supporting together, supporting each others. And the last key is help others who are also dealing with loss. When you have to, or even when you previously deal with a loss, you have the enough experience to listen to others during their pain, and also accept the situation as it is, and then you can give to the others a new way to see the death, and then you can be part of this situation without judgments, or without the this kind of attitude to tell them, hey, you have to be better right now, you have to be better in 6 months. Then you can also connect with their pain, and just supporting the process, just telling them, hey, you are feeling this and you are going through this situation. It doesn't matter if you spend time during this phase of the grieving, you will have the chance also to understand what is happening, and then you will heal in your own time, in your own moment. For that reason, it's important to recognize if you already passed through all this situation, you can support to other people to go through this situation, and also give them the power and the strength to feel and understand by a person that previously experienced that situation or that same situation. Mm, as a farewell of this conference, we would like to also provide you one quote that is so meaningful for us, that we choose with all the love for you. Morning challenged us to love once more, and we use the word challenges, challenge us, because it's important to recognize that it's not easy to love again to other person, because to love other person again after the loss will be accept that we're going to lose other person again. Yes, that is truth, but accept also that when we're going to love again other person, we're going to have intense love, we're going to have supporting, we're going to have enjoy, we're going to have all the meaning situation with other person that we're going to love, also valid and also is important, and also pays the quote, pays all the bills that you have to pay during that process, when you love again another person, when you can even have that connection with other person. Also it's important to recognize that it's not easy, but also will be the best experience that you can also have again, because you will love with all the joy, with all the grateful that you can have. For that reason, we also would like to give you all the grass the grateful for you, and also give you all the um, notice for this situation, and also for all this conference, because we create all the conference thinking about you, and also thinking about what kind of things are important to recognize and also remember during the grieving process. And a cheerful life would like to also give you one invitation to still having connection with us during our social medias. Also, that we told you before, we have Instagram, we have Facebook, and also we have our YouTube channel, where you can follow us and also see and watch all the different conference that we have about quality of life and about grieving process. We don't profound about different topics in this conference, because previously we already talked about that. For that reason, we invite you to see or even watch the others conference, and follow us to our different social media, where also you can have the flyer, where you can see the next conference, or even different topics where we can talk about. Remember that if you are a Cheerful Life member, you have one benefit without additional charge. This will be concealing psychological sessions, three psychological sessions for grieving process. It doesn't matter the situation. It's not only because the departed loved ones. For a departed loved one, that will be also for a situation that for you is connected with a loss. And also you will have one for year for any other reason. And if you are not part of A Cheerful Life, also you can see all our conference through our YouTube channel, and then learn also and reflect about the topics that we choose for you. And we would like to give you the information about the upcoming conference. And we have the next two will be on June 10th. That will be caring for my mental health. That is the first conference when we start to talk about mental health, and that is the topic connected with the quality of life. And the next one will be June 34. That will be what to do with a departed loved one once the departed loved one's belongings. What we need to do, or what we will like to do, and during the process of separating of the belongings of our departed loved one, because it's a situation that not all the people knows what to do, or what will be better to do with the departed loved one's belongings. So the invitation is open, and thank you so much for being here in this conference. We see you the next June 10th with the first quality of life topic connected with mental health. Thank you so much, and also remember that a cheerful life is what we all deserve.